everyone, Adrienne here today with a celebration of Darkbeam Part IV. Whoop whoop! I do not want this to end and I can't believe we're on book 4 already. What am I going to write after it's done? Well, I have that Once Upon a Dragon wish and I think I could easily work in a few books in that timeline. Or really come up with something epic for Moonbeam Part 2. Okay, let me just explain to you why I struggle with a Moonbeam timeline. Remember, there are 4 dents that is basically born in this timeline. I can't change it. But I need an epic um, danger that is going to come. That 4 dents are needed. If you didn't know that about dents, you're gonna find out about it now. Dents are very rare and they are only born if there is something epic around the corner, something very dangerous that needs to be sorted. And in the Dragonian series timeline, it was Corin and the Creepers and just, that evil, tried to overcome that evil. And they had to do it at the end with only 2 dents. That's why 4 dents were born, because it was actually supposed to be their entire mission with these 4 dents, and only 2 made it. So, I need something epic like that for Moonbeam Part 2 in order to carry on with that timeline. I'm still playing with the Ravens, but I just can't come up with something, that big, because remember, now we have all the Dragon League never broke up. So it's such a strong army that can actually do this, but that the 4 dents are needed. So you understand why Moonbeam Part 2 is not written yet and is not out there yet, because I need that epic war scene or danger or whatever. But back to the release of Darkbeam Part 4. Yay! I have a message from one of my beta readers that absolutely loved it, that I would play for you soon. She literally had me in tears when she finished this book and told me an honest opinion. And I can't tell these beta readers thank you enough for taking their time to help me get Darkbeam Part 4 ready. I got really such amazing messages from them saying it's the best book ever. Really, and I was dreading it. And I'll tell you about that later, why I'm dreading his books when it comes to releases. But back to the beta readers, thank you guys so much. You know who you are. If you guys want to know who they are, it will be in the acknowledgement. You can have a look there. And thank you for taking your time to really help me with Darkbeam Part 4. And I can't wait for us to start working on Darkbeam Part 5. And a big thank you to all of you reading my books, talking about my books, sharing my posts, rereading the series. I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate your constant support. It's I couldn't have done this without you guys. And who knows, maybe one day that would lead to a TV series. I can dream, right? So here is her message, and I hope you guys are gonna love it.
This book is a must-read. As a fan of the Dragonian series, the Darkbeam series definitely complemented it. I've actually taken out Starlight and read parts side by side just to get a complete picture of what Elena and Blake are going through. Having Blake's POV is so appreciated, and this book really shows his softer side. It takes you through all sorts of emotion. I still get teary-eyed on certain scenes, and even though we've experienced them in Dragonian series, the book just keeps getting better and better in this series as well. I can't wait for the next one.
Thank you again, Michelle, for taking the time to do that. I really appreciate it. And this is a call out to all of you guys, is to follow her lead. I actually want recordings where you record yourself talking about the books, whether it's the Draconian series of the Moonbeam or any of the books in Playing Muffin Pagaya. Tell me what they mean to you, tell the readers what they mean to you, because I've realized the past year that view, how can I say, something that is a video that they can watch has better impact on words to read. I mean, not everybody reads. My husband doesn't read. I don't even think he knows what my books are about, but he is celebrating with me. And so he's gonna wait for the TV series or the movie to come out. It's so cute. Um, so at least he has some confidence in me that I'm going to get that far. I hope I am. So, yeah, send me your recordings, please, so that I can use them in my marketing and just hopefully, explode, because I need a big explosion in order to get, to the TV series or an agent or um, translation rights or something. There's so much to be done with these books that before I can actually get a TV series, I don't know. But I would love to get one because I would love to see the characters, on the big screen and telling the story. But back to the Darkbeam books. And for those of you that don't know yet, Darkbeam is Blake Leaves' novels. Originally, I didn't want to do them, as I dislike retellings of the same story and plot line, but in a different point of view. Uh, the amount of readers that ask me whether I'm going to do his books was so overwhelming. And I started to realizing that I would do a great dishonor to the big guy if I didn't. But let me tell you, I'm dreading every single release. And the reason is I am not Guy. But I'm trying to get in tune with my masculine side. I sometimes don't even know if guys act like he does. Kevin hasn't complained yet, which is the narrator of the Darkbeam series. So I'm sure I'm somewhat on par. I hope I am. So back to writing the story. I decided to only give you his novels if I could give you something completely different. But here and there, an inkling of the Draconian series. I don't know if I succeeded, but I like to think that I have. It's a bit harder with Darkbeam Part 4 and 5, as Elena and Blake are constantly in each other's presence. But I'm adding a lot to his book, and I hope you are going to appreciate those extra bits. And if you see differences in his story, especially coming to names and places, it's names that nobody picked up in the Draconian series. So it is either Moonbreeze or Frostbite or somewhere in the series, these names were originally written. And then 4 came and book 5 came and the names completely changed. And nobody picked it up. Back to Darkbeam Part 5. I am so looking forward to that 3-month gap where Elena's in a coma, as the world is for Blake to take. And I have started writing some of those parts. And man, I am crying like a baby. You will definitely see a different side to King Albert and Blake and their relationship. I'm not giving anything away, but I can bet you it's nothing what you imagined. Back to Darkbeam 4, it's over 600 pages. I don't care what Amazon says. I know Amazon says it's 500 and something pages. It's 600 pages, trust me. So his scenes are much longer. You get to see the Dragon League in action and all of those scenes that were just flashed over in Starlight Part 1, 2, and 3, I think, in detail in the Rubicon's point of view. I love him so much. It's going to be so hard for me to part with both of them. I really need to come up with short stories about them. Otherwise, I'm going to get a lot of withdrawal symptoms. Let me know what you think about that idea before I delve into something I shouldn't. So yes, love writing his books. You get to see another side to the professors in this one too. As you guys know that Blake hardly addresses them as professor and sir. He calls them by their names as he is the alpha, mean mother buffer. And yeah, that is me. I hope you guys are going to love it. Really, I do. And that you can't wait for the final part, which will also be celebrated with Flea. I'm doing another 6 months pre-order with Darkbeam Part IV. It gives me enough time to try and finally do the release right. I still didn't get everything done that I wanted for this release, and hopefully we'll get it right with 5. Fingers crossed. Thank you again for sticking with me, for loving these characters as much as I do. You guys made me and got me to where I am, and I will always, always, always be super grateful to all of you. Stay safe and remember to keep on roaring. How's that for a slogan? Enjoy.